All right, everybody knows what time it is. It is the Wolfer Power Hour. I'm your host, DW, Drew Wolfer, bringing you the gains, bringing you the levels, bringing you everything that you need to know in the markets at the time that you need to know it, baby. Most of the time. Most of the time. Sometimes I don't, I can't stream 24/7, dude. I'm not friggin' Kai Cenat or, iShow Speed or Aiden Ross, whoever does those 24-hour streams. I can't do that. Okay, I got kids. I got me a wife, man, and she likes me, so she wants to be around me, and I like her too. You feel me? With that being said, we kind of posted a couple things on Twitter showing some gains. Showing them gains, baby. Get on the gains train with us. Get on the gains train with the DW family. Nordic Alpha, baby. Where's it at? It's all backwards. Nordic Alpha. Nordic Alpha. Nordic Alpha. Bringing you the alpha. If you're here from Twitter, man, scroll up, hit the follow button. I swear I have given out so many free gains. So many free gains just over the past week. Dude, in the past 2 days, we've made over 13 grand. We've 100% ROI in 2 days. If you're not following us, if you're not on the gains train with us, I have absolutely no idea what you're doing. If you're here from YouTube, make sure you hit the like button, baby. Make sure you hit subscribe, and then boom! You know what time it is. Bang on that notification bell, throw it from the hip. Posted a trade earlier where I took $1,100 profit. Could I have made more? Absolutely. Could it have reversed the other way and I could have lost? Yes, absolutely. So I took my gains. We took $1,500 in gains yesterday. The day before that, I believe we took like 12 grand. I think it was yesterday. It was wild. Wild times, man. When everybody else is out here looking like friggin' Ricky Bobby, running around acting crazy.
Mr. Bobby, come on down here. Help me, Jesus. Help me, Jewish God. Help me, Allah! Ah! Help me, Tom Cruise!
Help me, Tom Cruise! When everybody's running around looking like Ricky Bobby with their helmet on, right? Crazy. We're over here making gains. We stay level-headed. We practice proper risk management. We keep a hold of our emotions, right? Psychology is key in these markets. And we make money. That's how we made 13 grand in the past 2 days. Go and add it up. Add it up. Pull out your phone, right? Handy dandy calculator. Add it up. Go see what's up. I promise you, we made like 13 grand in the past 2 days. Drop whatever you want to see in the comments section, man. We also, not only do I give you my trades that I take, and I show them transparently. I'm not in a trade right now, by the way. I closed my trade out earlier. I'm going to wait and see where all the dust settles here, and then I'll think about entering. But I mean, we're riding high on a lot of gains over the past few days, and those gains took care of a lot of losses, right? So, every trader loses. So I have an 82% win rate inside of the verified investing community. That's documented. That's documented, okay? That means even if I have an 80% win rate, if I take 100 trades, 20 of them lose. You have to be prepared for whatever trade you're taking is going to be your loser. You have to be prepared for maybe those 20 trades that lose out of every 100. Maybe it's 10 in a row, right? People go on losing streaks. People go on, they get horrible fills, or, the market reverses and does exactly opposite of what they think they're going to do. And maybe they're taking an 80% probability trade, right? But this is the one time that it's in that 20% probability, it reverses on them and you lose, right? So we make gains, we protect our account. That's what we do. So let's just jump straight into the charts. I'll tell you what's going on. We do altcoin analysis for anybody that happens to give an F that wants to drop it in the comments section. Give me some participation in the chat. Drop what you want to see in the comment section. We'll surely get to it if we can. And we're not going to sit here and waste your time like all the other YouTubers do by shouting everybody out and doing all these crazy things and shouting out our 17 channel sponsors. We have 0 channel sponsors. We only want one. Just saying. Just saying. Give me some free water, baby. I don't even want money. I don't even want money. Just give me water. It is so expensive. Aquapana is so expensive. Please sponsor me. Aquapana, please, for the love of all that's holy. All right, so we were talking about the one bullish case scenario that could play out for Bitcoin yesterday, and obviously it has been confirmed that it is not going to play out, which was the inverted head and shoulders that was inside of much larger charting patterns that were, you know, bearish charting patterns. And let's be real, I took this trade and I gave this signal out live in the Nordic Alpha Premium Discord that we have not opened to the public. If you would like for me to open it to the public, drop it in the comments section. Say, dude, like, I wish I would have taken that gains train trade that you just took. And I'll show you what happened with it right now. I posted this on Twitter. I gave this out yesterday. Literally bought the top, sold the bottom at the time, right? Obviously, we're under 78.2 now. Now we're down to like 77K. But, you know, you wouldn't have known about this unless you went into the, unless you were in the Nordic Alpha server. So if you want to be in the Nordic Alpha private VIP trading room, then let me know in the comments section. Also, we took, where's that? No, it was like 1.4K. We closed that other short out from yesterday. We took that out as like $2,500 in less than 24 hours we made. Okay. So anyways, there's a reason why I shorted here, right? And it is because of this. Here's your previous swing high. Here's your previous swing low, or your new lower low, right? So here's your previous low, your new swing high, which was a lower high, and then this was a lower low. So this is now your new lower high. And then guess what? This is your new lower low down here, right? So where did we retrace to exactly? To the 0.786. Drew, where was your entry on that? Well, my entry was at 80,500, within $200, $300 of that 0.618, the golden pocket retrace level. Exactly. Boom, we came down here. Okay. We closed a candle below the neckline. Then we reconfirmed above it. And then boom, came right back down under the neckline. Bam. Now we're sitting atop the 0.236. Could I have made an extra $500 if I had held here? Yes. Was my profit target, you know, above $1,000? I'm good on that. Absolutely 100%. It was like a 4x risk to reward on that. I was risking $250 to make $1,100. It was perfect trade, perfect execution. And if you wanted that trade, or if you want those trades live, because I didn't give that trade out on the stream yesterday because it wasn't hitting when we were streaming. And so anyways, if you want that trade, drop in the comments section that you want to be in the premium Discord, and maybe I'll open it to the public, right? I will be transparent. The premium Discord is not going to be free. It is going to be $29 a month, so less than $1 a day. And if you'd taken this trade, dude, you'd pay for 3 years of that trading room, man. Pretty crazy stuff. So in any case, that's nullified now. So this is now resistance, right? $79,000. This is now resistance. I've got sell orders layered up from 79.5, 80, 80.5, and then I believe $81,000 up to this 100 moving average. Boom. And dude, now we're under the 50 moving average, which is this blue line right here. As you can see, we're under that on the 1 hour chart. Okay. So drop what you want to see in the comment section below. Drop whatever altcoins it is that you want me to do technical analysis on, and I'll try to get to them. But I want to lay out the other bullish case scenario for Bitcoin, because I still think Bitcoin's coming to 72K and probably more like 70, right? And that's because we've got these monthly candle closes right over here at about 71K. You could probably wick down through it and call it a day at 70K. Call it a day at 70K. Christine Negretti says, we got those money bags flowing. Yes, we do. Great call on XRP. What's next? We'll see, man. We'll see. Yeah, we'll get into XRP here in just a minute. Buamio says he wants to be in the group. How many other people? We got 3 dozen people in here. We've got 30 people from Twitter. We've got 10 people from YouTube. Who wants to be in that group? Would that be worth it to you? Because I promise you, I'm going to stop giving out free calls on my channel. I've made people so much money. We've literally 8x'd our account over a 3-month period on this. It's crazy that I do this for free in the first place, and I make no money off it. I do it because I like to do it, but it is time consuming and burdensome to get on at 1 p.m. or 2 p.m. or noon every single day and do these streams. And obviously I have people that have to do thumbnails and all that type of stuff, or it's a whole thing to be able to do this stuff. So with that being said, I am going to start, kind of gating that stuff for very minimal prices. If it's less than $1 a day, like, I don't know, man, that's less than coffee. And it actually makes you money, whereas coffee doesn't. So in any case, we do have the 1-month bull flag, but then secondarily, we have the 1-week bear flag. And that bear flag's starting to play out. And guess where that bear flag takes us? 70K, man. 69.3. I'm telling you, this stuff does not lie, okay? Then we've got our falling wedge on the daily chart, right? This is testing the pivot point right now. Literally right now, it is testing the pivot point. If you fall below 76.5 right here, technically on the daily chart, you need to hold 75K. Basically is what it comes down to right now, because if you get back under this, you're probably coming down, right? So that is a bullish charting pattern, right? And if you want the documents, you can go and check this out. Like, I've got this in my documents. If you want these documents, drop it in the comments section. Like, I'm getting all this stuff ready to be able to give to people. This is for free. This is stuff that I'll give to you for free, just so that you'll be prepared for moves like this whenever these things happen, be able to pick these charting patterns out. But here's the other bad news, right? We do have a descending triangle, and we're about to lose it right now. We're about to lose it. If we close below 77K, we're losing that descending triangle, and guess where that takes us? $64,000 on Bitcoin, okay? Not necessarily super awesome, in my opinion, right? So then you've obviously got the 1-week bull flag, right, which is kind of contrary to the 1-week bear flag. The bear flag is obviously much smaller, but that bull flag is taking us up to 120, right? And that 1-month bull flag is taking us up to almost 130, okay? So just watch for those things, all right? Now, here's the other thing that's, we'll just say it's promising. Now, you're probably freaking out. Probably like, dude, this is a downtrend, man. We don't want this downtrend line. Well, you got to get above $83,000 for this to even make sense, right? But I want to show you another bullish case. Does that look like a falling wedge to you? It does to me. Zoom in a little bit, make sure we get this thing pretty darn perfect. Yeah, so that's a falling wedge, okay? And if you want to understand where that could be potentially going, it's about right here. Well, we got to zoom out just a little bit. Say you break out from here, right? It's pretty darn decent move. Actually, I would say it's probably further than that. Let's call it. Yeah, what did I say right around here? The further down on this we get, obviously the less our price target is going to be. But that falling wedge is taking us up to about 120, right? So just let that be what it is, right? And let's pull this up here. That's our target. At the very least, our target is 110, right? That's 75% of the measured move. Bam. Very simple. That's the bullish case for Bitcoin right now. And if you're wondering, like, how do I know what a falling wedge does? Well, if you come here to the bullish, boom, falling wedge, bam, right there. Very simple. Breaks out, boom. That's it. If this breaks out, we're going up, okay? But in order for this to break out, as it sits right now, you got to get above $84,000. And what we were talking about yesterday is we need to get above 85, but we got massive, massive rejections, okay? So that's the case on Bitcoin right now. Let's go look at the hourly chart, see what's going on. Is the oscillators oscillating? I need to know if my oscillators are oscillating. We're already down at $77,000. Dang, man. I left $500 on the table. It happens. Let's look at the Fibonacci's. Yep, 0.618 retrace right here. You might catch a nice little bounce along. Come back up here, retest 83, bam, drop, right? Because it would be a swing failure pattern, right? That's what this was too. Swing failure pattern, boom. Swing failure pattern, boom, right? So, I mean, this is textbook short city, right? Swing failure patterns, baby. Stochastic RSI is bottomed out, but if you look at the real RSI, it's not even close to bottomed out. I mean, this thing could be going down to, 70K, in my opinion. And if you think about it, if this does go there, right, it could be coming down to 74K pretty quickly. But if you lose this kind of falling wedge, you need to regain it quickly because you gotta maintain it on the daily is really what it comes down to. So you can wick under it, no big deal. You can come under it as long as you regain it quickly. But yeah, I mean, you could be coming down here to 72K before you even react. And I think, I've been preaching 74K for a long time. It hit. I've been preaching 68K for a long time. Could hit. 66 to 64K is kind of the bottom end of that. And I'll show you why. Check out my handy dandy demand zones. As you can see, we tried to get back up into the dumpity dump zone, immediate rejection, boom, right? The dumpity dump zone means bam, dump, bam, dump. You can't get back above it, bam, dump. And your low on your must hold demand zone is right here at about $65,000. Call it 66, right? Right there. Okay. So hopefully you get a bounce here at 73.5, but I'm not super sure that you're going to see that happen. I think it's going to come down here more to the 68 to 66K range. Now, to stay in a macro uptrend, right? So long as you stay above about $55,000, we're still in a macro uptrend, right? Not a big deal, but once you get below these swing lows over here, that's where everything changes and you start having to thinking about bear market, right? So that's what I'm seeing on Bitcoin right now. As it sits, I'm all day shorts, right? And you can see my shorts have been printing. And as much as I hate to say it, it is what it is. And if we go to the 4-hour chart and see what's going on the 4-hour chart, you're probably going to see a lot of the same, right? Let's take these demand zones off. Let's get our chart naked, right? Get that chart naked, baby. Yeah, I mean, all you got to do is come down here and set a lower low. And you're continuing the downtrend, right? So we've been talking about this downtrend since it started. We shorted the top. We called that like textbook right at the beginning of January. Shorted the crap out of this. High, low, well, obviously low, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high. I wouldn't even count this thing. Lower low, lower high, lower low. Now another lower high, and if we get another lower low, it's not looking great for Bitcoin, at least for right now, right? So floor probably right here, 69K, fulfills this entire range. There's a lot of liquidity still down at 72K. It is what it is. So with that being said, let's look at some altcoins. I've only got one person in the comment section. We have over 4 people here. We have 50 people here. I can't imagine you come here just for my Bitcoin analysis. Drop some stuff in the comments section. Even the Twitter people, there's 40 of you in here. I know you can comment on Twitter. And let's see. Did anybody comment on Twitter? I should probably watch that. 0 comments on Twitter. Wow. All righty then. Dude, actually, I have hundreds of views. This is crazy. So I have hundreds of views on Twitter. I have lost followers. Isn't that crazy that like these videos get hundreds of views? I post thousands of dollars in gains, 250 views, whatever, impressions, 200 impressions, 82 views, and I gain 0 followers, which is very odd to me. Do you guys not like money? If you don't like money, you're probably on the wrong channel, because we actually make money here. We don't take people's money, and we don't lose money for the most part. I mean, obviously everybody loses money in the markets, but yeah, if you like money, hit the follow button. I can't believe there's a lot of these YouTubers and streamers and people out here, and they all have these ridiculous, massive amounts of followings. And I don't know why, because they're giving out dog shit analysis. I watch them, I see them, and I'm like, one thing that's for sure is I am a verified pro trader. I know no one else. There's 5 other people, my bad, in the world that are verified pro traders on verifiedinvesting.com, one of the premier platforms in the world. And none of the people that you watch on YouTube, unless it's Gareth, which he's an absolute animal, are that. And somehow those people have larger followings than me. But I've 8x this account in 90 days in front of everybody's eyes. Crazy. And then you see these guys that they're like, buy my course. I won't give you live trades though. And I won't trade live. There's a few people that do. I know Jason Casper, he trades live. Dude's an animal. Crypto Lifer trades live. He's good. Actually, he's really good. I like Crypto Lifer. I've met him in real life. He's actually a friend, Sam Price. Frankie Candles, he's good too. He does a really good job. He trades live. Crypto Face, he trades live. Yeah. Anyways, in any case, off my rant. Sorry. I don't want to be like everybody else on YouTube that like rants and shit. The gift that keeps on giving, that Drew Wolfer channel, man. Crazy, crazy work. We told you, if you get below this, you short. You target right here, right? But if you didn't take your gains right here, you suck. I always take my gains as evidenced by the fact that I took my Bitcoin gains early. Could I have squeezed $500 more out of it? Yep. But do I care? Nope. I don't, because I'm gonna make money. And I'm not going to let this reverse right back up to where it was. And it reversed, boom, right back up to your friggin' entry, which was right here. This is your entry, $2. It went all the way down to $1.60, which was a friggin' 20% move. 20% move in 3 hours. Yeah, man. XRP, dude. The gift that keeps on giving. You just got a secondary look. You could take profits here, and you got a secondary entry here, and you're already profitable again. This is a 6x risk to reward ratio. Do it again, man. Like, this is where you short again, and then you target the lows, $1.50. And guess what that is? That's a 25% move. 2 of them. Imagine if you did that on 10x leverage. That's a 250% move. Whatever you put on that, you made 250%. If you put $1,000 on it, you brought home $2,500. And look what your risk was. That's all I'm saying. You brought home $2,500 on that, a 6x risk to reward ratio, right? If you risked $1,000, then that means that your risk would have been what? $400 at most on that $1,000. Just saying. I'm just saying. You risked $400 to make $2,500 here. And you didn't make $2,500 here. I get it. You probably made like 2K, right? Let's call it. Yeah, you made about 2K instead. But still, ridiculous, redonkulous moves. So yeah, I mean, I'm not looking for longs on XRP until we hit here or here, right? We have lost what I call the must-hold demand zone, okay? We have lost that, and I'm not looking for longs until we get back into it and take out this high, right? You got to take out this high, which basically means this is your long opportunity right here. Once you get above this, all right, And as you can see, you took out this low. Now you have a lower low. So now XRP is in an absolute downtrend, right? You now have a lower low. So my guess, you're probably going to come down here to about $1.50 if Bitcoin keeps dumping. Now, say you reverse up here, you get above this. That's where you long, as evidenced by this long trade right here. That's what's next on XRP. You could have entered your short 2 different times and targeted this now, right? You got 2 different entries. Even if you didn't get here, guess what? You got a secondary entry here, a third try there, right? Boom. And now you're targeting this, right? And then I would see how everything reacts down here. And then I would target, you know, the $1.30 range before I started thinking about longs. That's where I would start thinking about long, is about $1.30, okay? This is where you can long, boom, reverse it upwards. That's XRP in a nutshell for all you squirrels that happen to care, right? Boamio says he wants to be in the group. Adrian Kent's giving us thumbs up. I already know. I see his name. I see his name in the comments section. I see his name. None other than the legendary R. Gilbert. R. Gilbert. The Cardano bull. The Cardano king. He says Cardano. He wants us to look at Cardano. We're going to look at Cardano. If you want a chart that is absolutely indecipherable, if you are interested in reading hieroglyphs as an English-speaking individual that's never visited Egypt, contact R. Gilbert, tell him to send you a chart, because he will send it over and you will not be able to read it. I love R. Gilbert, man. Let's get it. Cardano, baby. All right. Let's wait for it to pop up. Oh, those are futures. So the futures just started. Damn, look at you, Coinbase. You got futures on Cardano. Ooh. All right. Let's go to the real chart. Boom. Bang, bang. Bang, 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 bang. Bang, bang. Same situation. The same situation. Situation. It is what it is, man. The gift that keeps on giving. Dude, I wish I could take all the friggin' trades that I give people, because I would not 8x my account in 90 days. I would 80x my friggin' account in 90 days. I would have like $500,000 right now from starting with $3,000. Insane the amount of trades that we give that win on this channel. I amaze myself sometimes, and I'm not saying that to be like facetious. Like, they hit all the time, man. They hit all the time. So what happened? We fell below this level. Even if you didn't enter here, you got a secondary entry. So not only could you have taken this trade, gotten paid off on it, right? On a friggin' 10x risk to reward ratio that I gave the trade like, what, a day ago? 2 days ago? Who knows, right? But secondarily, say that you was nodding off. You were sleeping, okay? You got a secondary and a third entry right there. And guess what? It's still printing again. Nothing has changed for Cardano. What just happened? What the hell? Nothing's happened. Nothing's changed for Cardano. If you reverse and get above this level, you're still longing for like redonkulous gains, right? Up to the 0.618 golden pocket Fibonacci. R. Gilbert's an animal. He said secured 800 this morning, son. Son, let's go. Let me get out my fake prop money, because I actually... R. Gilbert. R. Gilbert with the gains, man. Yeah. I love to see people making money, dude. I really do. It's one of the things I actually like, okay? Now, let's talk about where Cardano could be going, because now we've set a lower low, okay? I don't like that one. I like that one. Okay. This is Cardano's bottom, probably. Right? So if you really want to ride this trade down for like a 16x risk to reward, if Bitcoin keeps dumping, 46 cents to 45 cent range, that's where you're looking right here. This is your must hold zone for the most part. Other than that, I mean, it takes you down to like 33 cents on Cardano. I'm buying Cardano if we get down there. All right. I don't even own Cardano like that. Boom. Gianni, my Italian brother from another mother. I appreciate this person so much. He does so much to help me in so many different ways. I friggin' love this guy. This is my Italian brother from another mother. He says he cannot. I know he would if he could. He cannot send me Aquapana right now because Trump tariffs are too high. 100%, dude. I am not mad at you for that. So yeah, I mean, this is Cardano in a nutshell. That's what Cardano looks like to me. I think, 45 cents, call it 41 to 46 cent range is where I would be targeting here. I would say even 43 to 46 is really good range to take this short down to. And we can actually move this short. How do I extend to this? What the hell? All right. Boom. All right. And I mean, you can keep your stops super tight on this if you want. I would just set it above the 50 MA, which is this blue line right here. Blow, blow, right? And then you've got your longing opportunity too, right? So if Bitcoin continues to run, or if Bitcoin starts to run, here you go. If Bitcoin continues to dump, here you go, right? For the free 99, thank you, Tom Cruise. Thank you, Tom Cruise. Bing, bang. All right, let's see what we got. We got Cardano. Yeah, Richard 4, I already know, man. He says, I'm going to get into the group whenever that bad boy opens to the public. We got 69 people on here. That is a sign. That is a sign. 59 people from Twitter. How many people on Twitter want to get into the private VIP Discord that's not open to the public? I haven't even opened it to people, as you can see. How many people want to get in that group and actually make some money? Because we be getting money over here, and you can see all of my ridiculous, redonkulous whatevers. Where's that? Yeah, here's all my profit shots, just one big dump. Are we done scrolling yet? No, we're like halfway there. This is just profits from 2025, by the way. Do you want that? I don't know. Nobody's talking in the comments section. It seems like nobody wants it. Let's look at Twitter. Yeah, 0 people on Twitter want that. That's crazy. I don't know. I guess you guys don't like to make money on Twitter. I guess you guys like to get pumped meme coins and dog shit tokens that aren't going to make you any money, and whatever clown creator or YouTube or Twitter influencer that's dog shit pitched it to you is going to actually make money on it because they were an insider and they basically get you to pump it to sell their bags on top of you. I guess that's what you guys like to do over on Twitter, huh? I know we like to make money over here on YouTube. That's what we do. On DrewTube, at least. Maybe not on everybody's YouTubes. Let's see what everybody else wants. You can rant, just not with certain destructive items that you own. Yeah, he already knows, man. I got all the swords. Thanks of the giant pizza cutter. Dude, I got samurai swords. I got Viking swords. I got the sword of Achilles, man. We got everything, dude. I am, I'm wild like that. And I live in Florida, man. We got guns and stuff. It's legal here. All right. Can't send you the Pana. Free 99. Adrian Kent. What else did we look at? We looked at XRP. We looked at Cardano. Did we look at ETH? I almost guarantee you whatever I did on ETH printed. Not yet. Not yet. We're still running into the bottom end of the trend channel. Okay, yeah, that's because Bitcoin's dumping. This is a massive, massive swing trade on ETH, by the way. This is only for people. This is only for people that are looking to hold ETH long term. Okay, and by long term, I mean, months into the future, right? Not like 7 years from now. But this is a great entry for people that want to keep it for 7 years too, right? But yeah, this is a massive, massive move, right? So we're talking trying to take ETH from 1,500 up to almost 3K, like 2xing ETH, right? Because this downtrending channel, right, that's very well respected, if you bounce out of this and you hit a floor here at 1350 to 1550, and then you bounce out of it, dude, I mean, you're coming up to, first off, this pivot point. Second off, you're probably coming up here to these highs. Start taking out the 3,400, the 37, and the 4K range, and then moving up to real all-time highs, okay? Let's see what the other long position is. Nah, that's a long time ago. This short killed it. Yep, that short killed it. Boom. Easy money. That long position. Oh, that was part of that was when we whipped our schlong out, wasn't it? A schlong, a short and a long at the same time. Yep. Boom. Okay, yeah, I mean, you would have, if you made like 50% of the move on that, no big deal. Yeah, I mean, you play these trend channels, man, and I mean, they just kill it. And if you want to see, some trend channel stuff, let me show you something. I called this out. Where's it at? How do I get there? There we go. I called this out literally 2 days ago. S&P gap down. SPX 4,700 is the 200-week moving average. 4,850 is make or break point. Guess what happened? Why did I say that? Because it's the bottom end of a trend channel. Okay, and there's this uptrend right here. We can take the trend channel off. Look at this uptrend. This is on the weekly chart, man. Look at that. Just kissed it perfect. Absolute animalistic tendencies. Boom. 48 friggin' 50 is right here. Look at that. Look at that perfect kiss. Boom. Bang, bang. If you're not paying attention, we talk about all markets, man. We call out gold. We talk about gold. Gold just hit the bottom end of this trend channel. Pumped up. Could have taken profits here. It was like 1% move in like a few hours. Boom. It came right back down. Kissed it again. Re-entry. Done. Easy as pie, man. Easy as pie. This stuff is not rocket science. I promise you. I posted that in the Discord as well. Talking about this. 2 massive wins this weekend on gold, 1 short, 1 scalp long. Here's the new trade, blah, blah, blah. If you don't want to be in that community, I don't know what's going on with you. Yeah. All right, let's see what else we got. Dr. Philgood has a question. Do I see ETH going to $1,000? Woo, that's a tall order right there, my friend. So let me just address the S&P really quick. I think this is a bounce for potential further downside. If these tariff talks keep going, and things get crazier with China, this is probably going to be a bounce point, like a dead cat bounce for lower prices. And what are those prices, you ask? Right here. 41.29, probably about $4,100. Maybe you get a little bit of support here at 4,600. But you've lost every moving average that matters. You've lost the 200 moving average on the daily chart. It's terrible. You're just above the 200 moving average on the weekly chart. You lost the 50 and the 100 on the monthly. you're just above the 50. Like, the S&P's not looking great, but that's what Trump's doing. He's killing the system to rebuild it, right? And so my point is look where it bounced from the previous all-time high. Bang, bang, bang. I call these things out. No one listens, and that's fine. Bang, bang. Super simple, very clear, concise, cut and dry. And let's put another one here. This is your target, probably. If you come under this, this is where you're going. Probably 10x risk to reward. 7. Yeah. I'm good with that. 5x risk to reward on that. I mean, massive, massive move down. That's if this happens. Boom, boom. Come back, back test it, short it, right? Now let's look at ETH. Just wanted to show everybody that I called that bottom on short-term bottom on the S&P. I mean, dude, like, no, I don't see ETH. If ETH goes below $1,000, it's bear market. It's a bear market. Like, here's $1,000. Like, you cannot afford for ETH to go below $1,000. I mean, even you've got a floor at 900, right? No, I mean, if you go under $1,000, it's basically all she wrote for the markets. I don't see it. I see ETH maybe coming down to 1350, maybe even 1200, depending on how far Bitcoin goes. But let's be real, even if Bitcoin goes to 68,000 from here, it's $10,000. It's like a 15% move. If ETH, where's ETH at? 1470. ETH would have to move 40%. Nah, I call it 33%. Is ETH going to move 2x what Bitcoin does? If it tanks, probably not. It's probably going to do 150% of it. So if Bitcoin moves 15%, ETH will probably move about 22 right here to about 1173, $1,200. That's what I'm seeing right now on ETH. Dude, $1,200. I mean, that's long city. You got to, like, if you come up here, you get a rejection here. This is your first target. And then if you get under here, boom, this is where you start long and like really, really hard. Like, that's like ultra long. And then, I mean, you can say your stop loss super loose on this. 6.5x risk to reward on this. And you've got your stop loss under, you set your stop loss at 850, right? You still got a 6x risk to reward on that. Yeah. Richard Four says, if I get an invite to that Discord or that trading room, I'm going to send some hospital pizza to everybody. Oh, it'll be Square, so beware. Oh, man. Square hospital pizza, man. Sounds horrible. Does anybody else have anything they want me to look at in the comments section? If not, I'm going to sign off of here because I got a bunch of stuff to do. I'm building a lot of stuff in the background for all you guys, so I'm trying to do everything that I can. And I have some other videos that I need to film as well. But an app that copied Congress on trading. Yo. That's not a bad idea. Oh, he says he wants one for me. Dude, if there was a good copy trading service that actually gave me what I'm worth and didn't try to give me 5% profit share or 10% profit share, I would totally do copy trading. But I don't have anything that gives me what I'm worth, which in my opinion, if I'm doing all of the work and I have the win rate that I have and the, let's just call it the star power that I have. How many people do you know that do what I do, right? Not many. So I think I'm worth 30% of the profits. I don't think anybody would argue with 30% of the profits. I honestly think I'm worth 50%, but I would be amicable with 30. But I have not found a thing that does that and also doesn't force people to KYC, because a lot of people don't want to KYC, and I totally get that. So with that being said, we'll see what we can figure out. But the next best thing is going to be to just get in that trading room, man. Get in that trading room once I open it up to the public and just do your thug thizzy. Do your thing, baby. Do your thing, baby. Boom. Perfect. 0.618 retrace on gold. We caught that long right here. Boom. It's coming right back down. Retesting it. Retesting the bottom end of this channel. We just ride it up, baby. All the way up to the top end of the channel. And bam. You take it up to the all-time highs. That's textbook stuff. Click it and forget it. Yeah, just like the clock. Yeah, exactly, man. That's what we want to do, man. I mean, everything is managed, right? Everything is managed to a certain extent. You got to pay attention to like what you're doing. But yeah, I try to make it as easy as possible for everybody to make money. And I'm all for training people and allowing them to make money off of my back, so long as I get a portion of it. I have no problem with that. But what I won't do is give people money for free, right? Or for peanuts, whenever we know how much that information and how much that knowledge is worth. Because I can promise you, what's in my head and how much money it can generate you is worth more than any 4-year degree you can go and get. I promise you. Go get your degree in investment banking. What I have is worth more money. I guarantee you that. And the reason is because you can take $3,000 and turn it into $25,000 in 3 months. And if you can do that with $25,000, guess what? 3 months after that, you can turn it into $200K. Guess what? 3 months after that, you can turn it into $1 million, right? You're 9 months down the road, 1.6 mil, you're over $10 million. You know, if you 8x your money in 90 days consistently, you're outperforming every investment bank and every hedge fund and every friggin' Yale grad and all those people combined. So yeah, with that being said, I appreciate everybody for showing up. Make sure that you subscribe to the channel. Boom, baby. Bang on the notification bell. Anybody that's here on Twitter, show me some love for once, Twitter. Like the video. Like one share, dude. One share, Twitter people. There's 0 shares. Let's refresh it. I don't want to talk out of my ass. 7 likes, 70 views. So 10% of people liked it. Okay, that's about right. 0 shares, 0 comments. Twitter, bro. Show me some love, man. Look at the YouTube people showing up. There's like 20 some odd comments in here from YouTube people. You gonna let YouTube people outperform you, Twitter? I don't know. It's crazy. With that being said, I will see you guys in the next video. I appreciate everybody for showing up. You have the levels. You have all the trades. I want to look at Solana just really quick before we get off of here, and let's see if anything happened there. Twitter people, if it is your first time here, welcome to the Free Gains Express. You're welcome for getting on it for free for the cost of 0 friggin' admission, right? And you don't even have to follow me because none of you do for some reason. Nobody hits the follow button on Twitter. It's the weirdest thing I've ever seen. Solana gave you the short here. Told you come under here, you back test the level, bang. I think that's a good place to end. I'll see you all in the next video. Everybody have a good day. Peace.